welcome back everyone to Immigration Talk Show. First of all, a big congratulations on getting your H-1B visa approved. You're just one step closer to starting your exciting journey in the United States. But before you pack your bags, let me tell you there are a few key steps you need to ensure that your entry is smooth and stress-free. Well, in this episode, we are going to walk you through how to prepare for your H-1B entry, including what documents you need to bring, also tips for passing immigration at the airport and settling into life in the US. So let's get started so you can hit the ground running with confidence. So before you board that plane, let's make sure you have everything you need. Here's your pre-departure checklist. Firstly, passport with your H-1B visa stamp. Always double check that your visa is valid and your passport won't expire soon. Ideally, it should be valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned stay. Next is original I-797 approval notice. This is your proof of H-1B approval and will be required at the US port of entry. Next is employment offer letter. Keep a copy of your job offer or employment agreement handy, just in case you are asked for it by any immigration officers. Next is supporting documents. Well, this includes your education certificates, pay stubs from your previous job if applicable, and also your resume. Well, there are some travel essentials as well, that is, don't forget your flight tickets, travel insurance, and enough cash or credit card for immediate expenses. Make sure, friends, to organize all your documents in a neat folder so they are easy to access during your journey. Trust me, preparation makes all the difference. Now let's talk about what happens when you land in the US. Well, this is a very important step where you will need to present key documents to the Customs and Border Protection Officer. So here's what you should expect. Firstly, primary inspection. The CBP officer will ask you a few questions about your job, employer, and intended stay in the US. So you have to stay calm and answer honestly. Next comes document review. Be ready to present your passport with the H-1B visa stamp, I-797 approval notice, and also possibly your employment letter. Next is secondary inspection if needed. If the officer needs additional verification, then they may direct you to a secondary inspection. So you don't have to panic, this is a routine for many travelers. Just provide any additional documents they request. And once clear, the officer will stamp your passport and issue an I-94 arrival record, which shows your visa status and the duration of your authorized stay. So be sure to check your I-94 details online after arriving to confirm everything is accurate. Next, let's talk about tips for settling into the US. So big congratulations again, you're officially in the US. Now it's time to get settled. Here are some tips to make your transition smoother. Number 1, find housing. So research short-term accommodation before you arrive, such as hotels or Airbnbs, where you search for a long-term place to stay. Next comes set up a bank account. Open a US bank account as soon as possible because you'll need your passport, I-94, and possibly your social security number, SSN, which we'll cover next. Next is apply for your SSN. Your employer will need your social security number for payroll. Visit the nearest Social Security Administration, that is SSA office, with your documents including your passport and I-797 notice. Next is understand health insurance. Check with your employer about health insurance options, as medical care in the US can be expensive without coverage. Also, explore your new city. Take some time to adjust to your surroundings, familiarize yourself with public transportation, grocery stores, and a local attraction too. While adjusting to life in the US can take time, but with the right mindset and preparation, you will feel at home before you know it. So to sum it up, here's how you prepare for your H-1B entry. Firstly, organize your documents before departure. Next, be ready for immigration checks at the port of entry. Also focus on key steps like finding housing, setting up a bank account, and applying for your social security number. And here's a bonus tip. Join local community groups or social networks for immigrants in your area. It's a great way to make friends, learn from others' experience, and also get advice about life in the US. So friends, if you enjoyed watching this video, then hit that like button and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show. For more helpful tips and insights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. See you in the next one.